My
Oh my
parents
god,
kicked my
I
6-year-old
have
and me out during
ever
Christmas
found on
dinner. Go
Reddit.
home.
Let's
We didn't
get
even want
into
you
it
here, my
and
sister Brielle said. Best
enjoy.
Christmas without you, Mom added. I didn't beg. I just said, then Merry Christmas, the mortgage is yours again. 10 minutes later, they were begging me to undo it. For 4 years, I'd been wiring $2,400 every month into the account that kept their house standing. Dad lost his job in 2021 and never looked for another one. Mom had her shopping habit. My sister, the golden child, couldn't be expected to contribute because she was finding herself at 29. So I covered everything. Mortgage, property tax, utilities, even the second mortgage they took out without telling me. I'm a hospital pharmacist. I work 12-hour shifts that start before sunrise. I raised my daughter Iris alone after her father walked out 2 weeks before her second birthday. Nobody offered to babysit. Nobody picked her up sick from daycare. Nobody asked how I was. But every month the money moved, and every month the house stayed warm and the lights stayed on, and Brielle kept buying things that were always slightly nicer than what I could afford for Iris. Christmas Eve, Iris drew a card with a glitter snowman for Grandma. She'd been practicing the word Merry for a week, sounding it out at bedtime. She wore the velvet dress she'd chosen herself, the one with a slightly crooked bow because she'd insisted on tying it on her own. We arrived at 6 wearing matching reindeer sweaters. Dinner was already half over. Brielle was wearing a necklace I recognized from the Tiffany order on Mom's credit card statement. Iris held out the card. Mom took it without looking and set it next to the gravy boat. We didn't make a plate for you, she said. We assumed you'd eat at home. Brielle smirked. Yeah, kind of figured you'd skip this year. You're always so dramatic about it. I stood there holding Iris's hand. She looked up at me, confused, glitter still on her fingers. Iris made you a card, I said. Cute, Brielle said. Anyway, Dad cleared his throat. Maybe it'd be easier if you did your own thing this year. Iris is loud. We're trying to relax. That's when Brielle leaned back, swirling her wine. Go home. We didn't even want you here. Mom didn't flinch. Best Christmas without you, honestly. Iris started crying. That quiet, stunned crying kids do when they don't understand what they did wrong. She kept whispering, Mama, did I do something? I knelt down and told her no, never. Then I stood up. I picked her up. I didn't argue. I walked to the door, turned around and said, then Merry Christmas. The mortgage is yours again. I had the bank app open before I got to the car. Auto payment, canceled. Future transfers, canceled. Screenshots, emailed to myself. Iris was hiccuping in her car seat asking why Grandma was mean. I told her Grandma was just confused and that she was the bravest girl I knew. 10 minutes later, my phone started buzzing. Mom, then Dad, then Brielle, then Mom again. I answered on the 7th call. What did you do? Mom hissed. I went home like you asked. The bank just sent something. What did you cancel? The mortgage. Like I said. Silence. Then Dad in the background, sounding like he couldn't breathe. She's joking. Tell her she's joking. I'm not joking, Dad. I haven't been joking for 4 years. You just didn't notice because the house was warm. Brielle grabbed the phone. You can't just do this. We have a payment due January 3rd. Then you'd better find someone who wants you there. She started yelling about family, about loyalty, about how I was being a brat. I let her finish. Then I asked one question. Brielle, whose name is on the deed? Silence. Mine, I said. Because Dad's credit was destroyed in 2021. I bought the house out of foreclosure. Mom signed the paperwork. You were at brunch. The phone changed hands again. Mom, quieter now. Sweetheart, we were tired. It was a long day. We didn't mean it. You meant it enough to say it in front of a 6-year-old holding a Christmas card. Please, come back. I'll make you a plate. Iris is asleep. We're going home. What about the house? She whispered. I looked in the rearview mirror. Iris's glitter snowman was crumpled in her lap. You have 30 days to vacate. The locksmith comes January 26. I hung up. The next morning, Iris woke up and asked if Santa had still found us at our apartment. He had. She read his note out loud, sounding out the MERRY, and smiled like the world was finally quiet.